Right, my BELLYFIRE friends, just a short one today. I'm going to share something with you that a question with you that my teacher many years ago in the 90s posed to our class. I don't think it was his, but that's my memory, is that it came from him. I actually wrote about this in Shine, my first book that I wrote with Andy, of course. So the question is, if there was 10 birds sitting in a washing line and 5 decide to fly away, how many are left? Of course, everybody in the class straight away, 5. There's 10 birds in the wash line. You said 5 decide to fly away, so 5 left. 10 take away 5. That's something we have learned. The answer's 5. Always. To which, of course, he would say, nope, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. We're like, no, you said 10 take away. Anyway, the answer's 10. Why 10? Because they only decided they were going to fly away. And we would all be like, oh, that's one of those stupid questions, and you tricked us, sir. And I love it. 10 birds sitting in a washing line. 5 decide to fly away. How many left? 10, all still on the washing line because they only decided to fly away. Point being, how many times in life and at work do you decide you're going to do something new, something big, something exciting, and we just don't get round to it? It could be a promotion, it could be a holiday, it could be ask someone out, it could be getting fit and healthy, but we put it off and put it off and put it off. Next year. Next year's my year. When I retire, I'll get to all that stuff in 30 years. That is often the mindset for a lot of people out there. 10 birds in a washing line, 5 decide to fly away. How many are left? Well, the answer's always been 10. But the answer's it needs to be 9. I mean, it would be great if it was 0, but let's go with 9. Why 9? Because there's always one. But not only is there always one, and we all know those ones, and you might be one of those ones, not only is there always one of those ones, we need those ones because they light the way. They create the change, they light the fires, they kick the doors in, or maybe just open them gently. They kind of almost give a sense of permission, almost, for people to be who they are. I've always said Mary Poppins is one of those ones. Some of you will know my Mary Poppins story. That's not for today. I think my wife's one. I like to think I'm one. I'm maybe not always a 1, or maybe a 0.5 sometimes. David Bowie, that's the example I always go to in my head. David Bowie, he was one. There's a great point made by Caitlin Moran in one of her books. She talks about how in 1968, David Bowie was a gay, ginger, bonk-eyed, I think she refers to him as snaggletooth freak, walking around South London, the streets of South London, being shouted at by thugs. And then she makes this brilliant point that 4 years later, they all wanted to be David Bowie. Everybody wanted to be David Bowie. Everybody dressed like David Bowie. Everybody listened to David Bowie's music. He crossed across multiple genres of music and fashion, and he changed the world. You know, I think everybody needs a David Bowie. We don't all need to be a David Bowie. Everyone needs a David Bowie in their lives. You know, David Bowie wasn't afraid to put things off or what his mates might think. You know, he just went about unassumingly just being David Bowie. You know, and if David Bowie can make being David Bowie cool, then we can all make being ourselves cool as well, whatever that means for you. That real celebration of who you are, that comfort in your own skin. It's not easy though. I'm not always comfortable in my own skin. Again, don't need to bang on about my life, living with anxiety. But yeah, I love it. I love it. That celebration of diversity, of creativity, of talent, of skill, of whatever we look like, however we want to dress, and that's just how the world should be. And right now it doesn't feel like it is. So yeah, 10 birds out of a washing line, 5 decide to fly away. For today, let's go with 9. Why? Because there's always one. Let's celebrate the ones. And David Bowie.